Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, it is hot here in Phoenix. Hello, you guys. It is Winning Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So, how are you guys? Hi, Rochelle Holmes. Hey, what's the tea? Hey, CEO Mrs. B. Hey, Key Lolo. I got to say my highs. Give me a few minutes so I can say my highs to everybody. I miss you guys. Haven't talked to you guys since last week. Hey, everybody loves Chris. That's funny. Hey, Sweet Tree. Hi, Lost in the Sauce. Ooh, I'm lost in the sauce. That's saucy. Hey. Hey, Nurse Grows. Hi, Nia Rose. Hey, we winning over here. We winning. It's Winning Wednesday, you guys. Thank you, Let a Girl Try. I will let you try. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Axe Outreach. Axe Outreach. Okay. Let's see. That's right. Winning Wednesday. Hey, MBSG Kmo. Hi, Tamika. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, anybody got any wins? Anybody got any wins? Thank you, Derek. Come on. If y'all got some wins, it's Winning Wednesday. It's Winning Wednesday before I get into what I'm going to talk about tonight. What is my win? What is my win? Let me see. My win this week. Let's see. Let me think about that for a minute. I had challenges this week. Since the last time I talked to y'all, I have had challenges on top of challenges. I'm gonna tell y'all. But you know what? I woke up this morning. That's my win. Because when I woke up and I got on my knees to pray, that is one of the things that I thank God for. Because there are some people that did not win today. They did not wake up. So I guess that's my win. I woke up this morning. And my win is I got on here and my favorite people came on here to join me. That's a win. Oh my gosh. You guys are so diligent. I had people messaging me before I got on here. What time you gonna be on? I appreciate that. I do. I love that you guys hold me accountable for my Winning Wednesday. And I want to show up for you. Yes. Yes, Sonara. All right. Hello. Hey, Sunflowers, you must have been working. I ain't saw you. I didn't see you last week. I don't think so. How's Texas? How is Texas working out for you? Hey, you making it through though? That's right. I'm making it through. That is right. Hey, Powered for Purpose. Yes, because I am powered for purpose. A win is a win. That's right. Hey, Megagram. Are you back in town yet? So Nurse Girl says her win is she got her website up. Wording in Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn started by... That's good. Look at you. You got all that accomplished since last week. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you. I am. She said, yeah, I'm at work right now. My people work. My people be working, y'all. I ain't mad at them. They be working. But yes. Oh, Texas is hot right now? Well, girl, I bet it ain't got nothing on Arizona. Ooh, Lord, I about passed out today. So Nurse Girl said it was supposed to say working on Oh, you're working on Facebook and Instagram. That's okay. You got your website. That's awesome. Now you link your website to your social medias. So when people visit your website, if they don't know about your social medias, then they'll have links to go there. So make sure you do that. Yes. Axe Outreach said they started their LLC. Yes. I'm so proud of you guys. Yes, because we winning over here. We winning over here. All right. So if it is someone on here that hasn't yet went to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure you guys click that link. Click that link. You see my finger? There's a pinned link. You can go off right now and come back. Go off, subscribe, share it, do whatever. But make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because we are coming out with content and I want you guys to be able to partake of it. Because I'm just being honest. There will become a time that I will not be doing Winning Wednesdays on Instagram. I will be doing Winning Wednesdays in my own platform. So that is what I am working on right now. And so eventually you guys will move to my platform and we will be doing Winning Wednesdays over there. Okay? All right. So yeah, so Nurse Girl says thank you. Hey, Kitty Stallion. Hey, Prissy Life. How you doing tonight? You been watching? Nurse Girl says, I love your new videos and interviews. Thank you. Thank you. Axe Outreach said, I subscribe. Thank you, guys. I'm telling you, I appreciate everything. I like it that way. How you doing tonight? Let's see. I'm subscribed, but let me hit that alarm. There you go. Hit the alarm. That way, if you hit the alarm whenever something new comes out, because I think I had a video premiere this morning. And so you were able to go in and watch the premiere. I'm so excited about YouTube. I'm so excited about the person that's helping me with the YouTube. I'm so appreciative of him and his wife, who are family now. Y'all know I take people into the fold. They be family after I start working with them, and not that bad family you don't want to be around, that good family. Hey, for Badul. Hey, hi, I am Rakisa. Ooh, I'm messing up, y'all. Hey, so the subject tonight is, I said my hellos. The subject tonight is, I ain't signed up for that. I couldn't type it that way, but that's what I wanted to say. I ain't signed up for that. Y'all know I'm country, okay? Let a Girl Try says, about the premiere, I don't think you could see my comments, but I watched all 57 minutes. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. I haven't looked at the comments yet, but I appreciate it. I really do. Hey, fam. So the subject that I'm going over today, I ain't signed up for that, is to go over like issues, challenges, things that come up in your group home journey that you like, I didn't really know about that, or I'm not supposed to be doing this, but it happens. And so I just wanted to take the time, and I'm going to tell y'all the backstory on why the Holy Spirit gave me this subject. And I believe in the Holy Spirit, and so I was trying to think of what I wanted to talk about tonight, because I don't want to just come on and just be, I want to teach you guys something. I want to go over something with you guys. I want to add value. That's what I want to do. And so I was just like, and the person that helps me out, they called and we talked a little bit, and I was like, I don't know if I want to, what subject? And then probably 35 minutes before I came on here, because of a conversation I had, the subject came up. I ain't signed up for that. How many times have you been in a situation where something came up against you and you was like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I agreed to, you know? And so that happens in your group home journey. And so the backstory is, one of my clients called me and they were talking to me because they do behavioral health like I do. And so the perception of behavioral health is you're dealing with people with mental issues. You're not really dealing with nursing care type people where you have to change briefs and things like that. And so sometimes that's why people get into behavioral health, because I don't have to do a lot of lifting and pulling and things like that. And I said that, and they came back and held me to that. Now, when I say I don't do a lot of lifting, changing of briefs and things like that, I say that because on the norm, I don't do a lot of that, okay? So that is the norm with behavioral health. You're mostly dealing with people with mental issues. Hey, real estate shark. I'm going to go through it and wave at a few people. And then, that's right. Come through, Holy Spirit. Hey, Blithely. Hey, Lena. Lena Bina. Hey, Nurse Doll Baby. Oh, somebody changed their name. Hey, I am amazing. All right. I've been in that. I ain't signed up for that for the last couple of months. I'm telling you, it happens. It happens, y'all. It's just like with a job. You get a job and you doing the job, and then they ask you to do all this extra stuff, and you be like, wait a minute, that ain't in my job description. Well, that's what that person was calling me about. They were like, well, you said you didn't have to do any of that, and now I have to do it. And so I'm just trying to figure out, is this going to be the norm? Honestly, I can't tell you if that's going to be your norm. Based on your area or based on what type of clients you're getting or who you're getting it for, I can't tell you, but I'll tell you this. I had a client came to me. He was fine. Hey, Rose World. He was fine. I mean, fine as in he was dealing with mental issues, but he could pretty much do stuff on his own. Okay, fast forward 3 years. Now he's incontinent. He's nonverbal. He can't, basically he can stand up, but you have to guide him on where to walk. You have to shower him. You have to wipe his butt when he poops because he can't do it himself, or he does it and gets it everywhere. So initially he wasn't like that, but now he is. So yeah, I didn't sign up for it. But this is my client, somebody that I have grown to care about, who has been in my home multiple years. So am I just supposed to throw him out? So when you say I didn't sign up for it, did you? I mean, that's kind of like in sickness and in health. When you initially sign up to be with somebody, you know, unless they start out that way, you don't know they're going to get sick. You don't know what's, you know, they are going through cancer or chemotherapy. You don't know. So when they change, when they no longer can go out with you every day and go, you know what I mean, skateboarding or whatever y'all do, jumping out of airplanes, do you just say, hey, I didn't sign up for this, and you leave? Yeah, some people do. But the real ones don't, you know? So I could not just throw my client away. I had to go through a process because, yes, he needed a higher level of care. But what you guys don't, well, some people understand, but some don't. When people need a higher level of care, there are things that have to be put in place. First of all, it depends on how much access they have. It depends on how much income they have. It also depends on what they can do for themselves. So someone that's dealing with mental illness, in order for them to go to a nursing home, they have to meet requirements. In Arizona, it's called an all-text assessment. You have to get an all-text assessment. Guess what? his first Altex assessment, he failed. You know why? Because they felt like he could still do stuff on his own, even though it was more work for us. So guess what? I continued to care for him. Then he came up again for Altex. At this point in time, he was actually worse. Well, finally, after they told me he has to do a spin down. Do y'all know what a spin down is? It's if somebody has a lot of money sitting somewhere or money saved up or put up and they can't have it when they go to a higher level of care. So guess what? You got to find stuff to spend it on. So you might buy them a bed, you might buy them whatever you need to buy them to spend that money down in their bank account. So we had to do a spin down on him to buy stuff in order for him to be able to be approved. And then at that point, he was able to move on to care. But honestly, it took about a year. I still have a woman in my home that has failed Altex assessment 6 times. She's been in my home an extra 2.5 years just about because she can't move on. So I didn't sign up for it, but guess what? And I'm not getting paid anything extra to do this type of care. And honestly, what I get paid from Medicaid to take care of mentally ill clients is more than what a group home would get paid for an Altex client. So I'm not complaining, but that person was complaining. So that's why we came up with this subject today. So, like I said, there are things that you just didn't sign up for. You know, hey, Blessings. Yeah, there's things you didn't sign up for. I'm pretty sure Blessings didn't sign up for a lot of things that she does in her insurance business, her insurance claim business. But there's things you have to do to keep your business moving. Right. Nurse Gross says that's the growing pains of the job. Exactly. Sunflower says, right, though, the good and the bad. That's right. It's just like a marriage. You know, you have to take the good and the bad. Yeah, some people do crazy things like take their clients to emergency rooms and drop them off. Some people do that. I hear about it all the time. But am I going to do that? No, because I have integrity. So I'm not going to do that. So, hey, Big Duke. All right. So, hey, Humdy. Aw, thank you. Hi, Miss Puddin'. So Sunflower said, I guess since I'm a CNA, I expect to be taking care of them fully if I have to. And, you know, some people go into it with the expectation, and then if it's a lighter load, it's like, oh, okay, it's not so bad. But some people who, I guess, there are people getting into the field that don't really have medical background. And so they don't realize that sometimes you're going to get somebody, like I had a woman in my home and she just was going around like pooping pooping in the carpet, pooping. She pooped on the side of the tub. She pooped, you know, she was just pooping everywhere. Well, yeah, it's nasty. Yes, it irritates the caregivers, but the expectation is we have to take care of people regardless of what they're doing, because obviously they're in our care because they are not in their right mind. Hey, Jonathan. So Sunflower said, my facility just did somebody like that about a month ago. Sad. Yeah, and I'm telling you, I hear about this stuff. Them taking people and leaving them at a crisis center or at a hospital and not answering the phone. You know, it happens. I mean, it's so bad. Look, I heard about a case where somebody took somebody like to a bridge and just told them to get out the van. And it's Arizona. It's hot. So, yes, it happens. And the thing is, I mean, it's always going to be people that don't do what's right. That's like good and evil. It's in the Bible. It's been since the beginning of the time. There's good things and there's bad things. I choose to be on the good side, I guess. So I'm going to go above and beyond because I wouldn't want somebody to treat me like that. And I try to live by the golden rule. I treat people the way that I want to be treated. So, and I hope you guys do too. So Big Deuce said, I'm here for the great info. Okay. Yes, you have to adapt. Humdi's right. You have to adapt. Because sometimes things ain't going to go the way you planned in your mind. And you have to be able to adapt. That's the same like COVID. When COVID happened, everything shut down. Hospitals weren't taking people in. Crisis centers didn't want to take them. So guess what we did? We moved the people we had and we made one specific home for COVID. Capitalize on it, We made one specific, we negotiated a contract at a higher rate and said, you know what? We'll take care of COVID clients. Because they still got mental issues and they don't need to be on the street. So we had one facility, 8 beds, strictly COVID. So you got to be able to adapt to the times because no matter what, people need to be taken care of. You just have to, you know what I mean? We covered ourselves. We did not have any COVID cases that came up in any of our homes. So we had no new COVID cases because we cut off the outside. We didn't let visitors come. People would come to the gate, to the fences at our houses or to the front yard, and they would have to talk to their family members if they wanted to lay eyes on them. Don't come in this house. No. So there's things you have to do to protect yourself, but you always got to be willing to adapt, especially when you're a business owner. You got to keep your business going. Sunflower says, made it like he was having mental issues and needed to be reevaluated. That man was fine. I'm telling you, people will come up with all kind of excuses. Hey, Krista. So the subject tonight, you guys, is I ain't signed up for that. Because there's things that you're going to come up against in your group home journey that you didn't know about. And it's funny because the person that called me to go over it, it's like they were mad at me because I didn't tell them that this was going to happen. And I was talking to a friend. I said, do people realize I don't know every single thing that's going to come up in your business? I'm training you on the specifics, the guidelines, the basics, things like that. You know what I mean? Not just the basics, but for you to have a successful business. But I'm not going to know every single thing that's going to come up. And that me not telling you that you may have to change a brief or to me, I'm like, if that person's in your care, you do whatever you got to do. I just thought that was like self-explanatory. But I mean, you know me, I'm going to put it in the training and I'm going to go over it now. I'm going to post this video so people will know. Sometimes you're going to have to do things you didn't sign up for. I was just speaking to a guy, owns $1 million assisted living. $1 million assisted living. One home, 16 people makes over $1 million in one home. Okay? And he even said, yeah, my wife says she would never change a brief, but today she can say she changed one. So it doesn't matter who you are. And, and his wife is very, prissy, everything. But you do what you have to do when you in business. You do what you have. She probably thought, I will never in my life have to change someone's brief or lift the elderly person or whatever. But guess what? She has changed the brief. Probably changed multiple by now, but I'm just saying. She didn't sign up for this. But you do what you got to do in business. Let a Girl Try says, it could be your own loved one. Breaks my heart when I hear these stories. Right, exactly. Just like my sister. I never thought in my life that I would have to wipe my oldest sister's behind. But guess what? Because I wanted her to be clean, I did it. And I did it every day until she passed. Because it's what I had to do. Do you want them to walk around nasty? Do you want them to smell? No, you don't. So you clean them. That's just respect. So, Let a Girl Try says, y'all know I get emotional when I talk about my sister. But then again, with 15 years in healthcare, I have seen it all. But I always expect the unexpected. And that's what you need to do as a business owner. If you're talking about owning a group home, you have to always expect the unexpected. Because you never know. I didn't know that, you know what I mean, I would start suffering in my business because all this Medicaid fraud going on that other people was doing when I always try to do things right. Now they coming down on my homes because other people doing stuff wrong. I never expected that because we always try to do things right. But guess what? Now I gotta conform. Now I have to deal with it because other people did the fraud. Now I'm suffering. I never expected that. But guess what? That's a part of business. So I deal with it. Hey, Color of Africa. Hey, Miss Sheree. Hey, Yolanda. I'm just trying to scroll down and see if I got any questions. Hey, Miss Janetta. Hey, baby, period. Hey, Go Pretty Red. Let a Girl Try says, you can't know everything. We are working with humans. You are not God. People need to extend grace. Exactly. I'd be like, I can't know it all. You know, I try to put a lot of information in this big old head of mine, but I can't know it all. Hey, I am Mr. Hill. So Sunflower says, life will humble them. I would never roll with the punches. That's it. Never say never. Ain't that the saying? Never say never. Humdy says adaptation is a skill one must learn. Yes. You gotta be able to adapt. You gotta be able to bob and weave. Okay? So Baby Period says, I want to get started in the group home industry, but not sure where to start. Hey, just check out my videos. Check out my videos, Baby Period. You can go through my feed. You can go on my YouTube channel. It will tell you where to start. And depending on what state you are, if you DM me your state, I will actually send you a link to the regulatory board in your area, so you can start looking at your regulations. So Nurse Girl says, you have to take care of your clients like they're your family member, because you have these people's lives in your hands and you're taking care of them. That's why they are in your home. That's true. That is so true. And the thing about it is, I know a lot of times people say, why do you still work in your business? If you are real, and people throw this boss word around, I don't consider myself a boss. I do consider myself to be a leader. I have leadership skills. So I consider myself to be a leader. And I feel like people can be, what am I trying to say? People follow me. So people can be content in following me. Okay? So that's why I consider myself a leader. A boss, I am not. I am not a boss. So when people say things like, well, if you was a boss, you wouldn't work in your business. I'm dealing with people's lives. These are not t-shirts. These are not cups. These are not cars or whatever you sell, watches. These are people. So why am I in my business? Because I'm dealing with people that are dealing with people, which is very unpredictable. I've had times in my business where I saw something on camera and I rolled up at the house and said, you gotta leave because you dealing with people. And I take it like, these is my people. You know what I'm saying? I talk to even though I love my employees, but when you come in new, we gotta learn you. And if you up in there, my seasoned employees, I don't worry about. It's the new ones that come in that I worry about. And then some work out and they stay, but some don't. And I'm telling y'all, I've saw disrespect on a camera and rolled up. You can leave. Your shift is over. But no, your shift is over and you ain't got to worry about coming back. So when people say that, why do you still work in your business? Because I can go to jail for stuff that happens in my home. If something goes awry, they're not going to they might take my my caregiver or my BHT's fingerprint card or something like that. But the liability is on me. So that's why I still work in my business, because I've been asked that. If you was a real boss, why you still working your business? Because it's my license. Even though it's a license on the house, I'm responsible. So that's why I still work in my business. That's why I still monitor cameras. That's why I still show up. Because what I tell y'all, what that sign say? Freedom. I like my freedom. And I ain't got time to be going to jail over some stupid stuff somebody else did. It falls on my shoulders. So that's why I take it very seriously. And that's why I show up here and there. Yes, I travel and I do pretty much what I want to do, but I still do go and show up and work in my business. And I suggest if you own a group home that you still have you still show up here and there, because sometimes people ain't right. And if you hire somebody new, you really need to have somebody monitoring them, because you don't want something to happen in your home and you're not aware of it, is what I'm saying. Because guess what? Somebody gonna think, I ain't signed up for this. Hey, Fresh Prince. Hey, M. White. Hey, Love Yourself. Hey, D. Green. All right. So with behavioral homes, can the patients share a room? Yes. Yes. Depending on the square footage. In most cities, you have to have 60 to 80 square feet. So you need to figure out the regulations in your area, but it's 60 to 80 square feet per person. So if your rooms are bigger than that, I'll say in most states, there are a couple of states where are a couple of types of care. So let me pull it back. There are some types of care where you cannot share a room. So you need to know what type of home you're doing and what the requirements are. Look, while I had to pull that back, because in mental health, there are some types of homes where you can't mix, have two people. Shoot, there are some type of mental health homes where it's 2 workers to 1 client. 2 workers to 1 client all day. So it's 2 people to that 1 client. So of course, if it's that type of client, you most likely can't be sharing no room. So it's going to depend on what type of care, what level of care that you're doing, and what the regulations are in your state. Okay, let a girl try. I was getting all serious. Hey, Abby Tobon. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Gwen. So let a girl try said, can you please share the link for regulations in Georgia geographic? I sure can. I will have to do it when I get off of my live. But when you, I'll go into the message. Look, because Let a Girl Try was one of the people that messaged me. So I'll go into your message and I'll send you the link. Hey, Love Yourself. Yes, I will share it with you. Make sure you DM me, Love Yourself. Because Let a Girl Try, she already DM me, but you need to DM me and just put regulations, and then I'll send you the link. Yep, that's the mentality. Hey, Jonathan. All right, so Derek says, is it possible to start a group home business in 90 days? Yes, depending on what type of group home you start. But yes, you can start some types of group homes in 90 days. So you would have to kind of be more specific, because I would say most licensed homes right now, like behavioral health licensed homes, it would probably be more closer to 120 days, or really longer than that, about 180 days. But yeah, there are some types of group home that you can start and have that group home up and running in 90 days. Yes. All right, so Beauty is Tiana. Hey. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you, Krista. Krista's putting links to all my stuff. If you have not booked the brunch in Arizona, if you're going to be in Arizona August 26th, make sure you book the brunch so you can have brunch with me. It's going to be a whole event, and the speaker is amazing. So yeah, if you're going to be in Arizona, make sure you book the brunch. All right. And then also too, I am going to be in a devotional book, you guys. And the pre-sale is already starting. It's going to be a 365-day devotional book. And it will be coming out this fall. So if you are interested in that, Krista is my assistant, you guys. So she's always on her job. Oh, you're welcome. Love yourself. So Yolanda says, does respite care similar to a group home in terms of setup? Yes, it would be. Respite care is kind of more like care for, say if someone was, say if a family was going out of town on vacation, and they needed somebody to care for their elderly person or the person dealing with mental illness, they would put them in respite care. Respite care is only like short-term stays, kind of like Airbnb for people that need care. I never thought about it like that, but it is actually for kind of like Airbnb, because they go and they stay in the home for a certain period of time. I mean, it could be 3 days, it could be 3 months. It just kind of depends. But it would be set up, yes, like a group home. Yes, ma'am. Yep. So a Let a Girl Try says, how do you determine how much state will pay per patient? You have to look at the fee for service amount that being paid for whatever type of service you're doing. Most times when you fill out an application or you get approved, I'll say, for your license, they'll tell you what your billing code is. So your billing code is based on what you get paid. So like mine, I know my billing code is H0018. And that's what I bill for residential care for SMI client. And then I can use a modifier depending on the client. The modifier will, I think one of our modifications is UU. And then you get paid like a little bit more for certain clients. So yeah, so you're going to base it on whatever your fee for service or whatever that daily rate is in your area for that type of client. I hope I answered your question. Hey, Audette. Pop the Creative. Hey, Pop. Hey, Quizzy. Quizzy, you at work? You working? I tell them my people be working. So Let a Girl Try says, we use respite for hospice patients when the family gets too tired. Yes, that's exactly it. It's to help the family have like a time period where they can get some rest, really. Yeah, I did respite for a short period of time when I was doing assisted living. I actually had a client that was like 6'6", probably about 280 pounds. And after having him, I was like, I'm not doing respite no more, because that man was running me ragged. But his wife was so young. He had a young wife and he was older. And his wife was just like, I'm just tired. And I felt so bad for her. So I would bring him in and take care of him, but it was just too much. So I stopped doing respite. Hello, everyone listening from the B. What's the B? What's the B, Audette? Is it Brooklyn? What's the B? Tell me. Oh, you're welcome. Quizzy said, I knew my people be working. That's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that you guys stay employed and work so hard to get through. I mean, I did it. And so I connect when people are working to get through their group home journey. And they work so hard. They work overtime. They doing all this. They putting up money. They paying, getting their website set up. They pay to do this. It's, that's, to me, that's the best way to do it, because you earning it. That's how I feel. Hello, everyone listening. Oh, the Bronx. Okay. I was like Brooklyn, but okay. So Let a Girl Try says, how often do you have to renew your license after you get it? Normally, it's once a year. You have to renew your license once, annually. And so, like here in Arizona, they got to the point where they don't even give you a new license until your 5th year. So basically, you just pay that fee every year, and then your license that you have, it just continually renews until the 5th year, and then they issue you a new one. So I don't know right now if other states are doing that. I know there are some states that will give you like a contingent license that'll last like 3 to 6 months. And then you have to I guess you have to prove yourself to get your annual license. So there are some states that are like that also. Yeah, Quizzy said, I'm working on my credit. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, That's right. Work on your credit so you can get that business funding. All right. So Baby Period said, is it the same in North Carolina? I don't know. Is what the same in North Carolina? I'm not sure. Make sure you guys, I'll have to scroll up to see. Make sure you put the whole question so I'll know what you're saying. Yes. Okay, Quizzy. All right, so I'm going to go back into the subject I was talking about. Different challenges that come up to make people say, I ain't signed up for this. So, like I said, changing people's level of care, that may be a challenge. I'm going to give you guys a few, because I went ahead and jotted down some notes just so I can make you guys think about different challenges that can come up. Changes in the regulations. I know it's some people, like somebody reached out to me in Texas. There are certain counties now where you used to be able to do 6 people unlicensed. Now they putting it down to 3 people unlicensed. So regulations, you're going to have to be on top of those regulations. An application that you almost put in last year might not be the same application that you put in this year. So that might be something you like, well, dang, I done filled out the application. It was 2 pages. Now it's 14 pages. Yes, that just happened here in Arizona. What? Like, are you serious? Well, can I turn in this 2-page one that I filled out 3 months ago? Because that's what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for this 12-page application. Guess what? You need to fill out the new application. When regulations change, you have to change with those regulations. Hey, Real Lovely. Hey, Mr. Precise. So, yeah. So, you didn't sign up for it. But guess what? If you don't conform to the new regulations, you out of compliance. You can get shut down. You can get fined. So yeah, that may be something that you may say, I didn't sign up for. You may have policies that are wrong or off. And you might say, well, my policy says this. I paid $5,000 for these policies. And you telling me now that these policies aren't right? If the regulations change, then your policies have to change. So guess what you have to do? You have to correct. You have to update. You should be doing a yearly update on your policies anyway, just to make sure that you are in compliance. Okay? All right. So that's something that people don't think about. That's a cost. Especially in some states, you have to have a printed copy of those policies. So just say your policies are 1,000 pages. What if you get updated every year? You may be printing out 1,000 pages every year to stay updated once you make the changes. You have to think about that. All right. So Big Duke says, when COVID came up, did you shake your mental stability just a little bit? Did it shake? At first it didn't. You know, we were being very careful. We were doing things because we knew we had to hold it together because the world had shut down. So at first it didn't. But then me and my sister went into a bank, came out of that bank shut down for like 2 weeks. They put a sign up when we went back by there and they were like closed for 2 weeks. Me and my sister got COVID. That's when it shook. That's when stuff, because I was like, oh my God, this, you know, at first it was like we were gloving, masking, covering up, things like that, just kind of going with the flow. But once we both got COVID and we were both down for 2 weeks with COVID, that's when we kind of got, yes, my mental stability got shook. For one, I was scared. I was like, you know, people are dying from this. Am I going to die? Is my sister going to die? COVID about to take us both out. Then it shook me because I did not have respiratory COVID. I had, what did he call it? I had neurological COVID. So my COVID was, first I was down like, you know, flu, that type of thing. But then afterwards, it threw me off because I would be sitting here and it would feel like I was on a roller coaster. So that's what my COVID felt like. I mean, literally to the point where I would have to throw up because the movement. I was like, but I would be sitting still and I would have to literally like go over, lay down and throw up. So that threw me off. Yes. So it had me a little unstable. Good question. Thank you. So, Axe Outreach. I always mess that up. You have to know how to pivot when necessary. That's right. In life and in business, you got to know when to pivot. You need to know when to adapt, switch things up. You know, you have to know. So what's the T says, let a girl try. I will give you all the information on what and the how. All right. Thank you. That's right. Network within the messages. Y'all already know. And if y'all listen, I haven't asked for no feedback from everybody. If you in here and anything that I said resonates with you, or you just like, she telling it tonight, she's giving me the tea. What's the tea? Put some fire in the comments for me. Make me feel good. Put some fire in the comments. And if you can, share this out. Share this live out with somebody that you know been talking about for 15 years that they gonna do a group home. And you want to motivate them to get it done. That's right. Let me see that fire. Hey, Anthony. So Krista says, are you in? Oh, okay. Krista's doing her job. That's my girl. Y'all look at the comments. Krista's putting comments and links and everything. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Jones family. All right. So ask Myrrie. Oh, yeah. What's the tea is very helpful. She is very helpful. She's always looking out. She's one of my mentees. She's in my mentorship program. And she be in the mentorship program taking care of all of us. So, yeah, when you know, you know. Hey, Christy, the realtor. Man, yes. Krista said, what's the tea is a sweetheart for sure. She is. And she's going to have a successful group home. I'm going to make sure of it. But I know she is. Because she is a wealth of knowledge. She's always out seeking, connecting with people. And that, y'all know, that's the main thing I preach. You got to build relationships. You're going to have to give to get. You have to. It's a reciprocal thing, you know? So, yeah. Thank you, Nurse Gross, for the fire. Thank you. I like it that way. Thank you, Sunflowers. Hey, Chrissy. What's the tea with the fire? Hey, Krista with the fire. Prizzy life sending fire. So Baby Pierce says, I have been talking about starting a group home for 7. See? 7 years. It's your time. 7 is the number of completion, girl. You get your group home. You get it started. Now, you should be sharing this out. Share this out with all the people. Go into the video and share it with all the people you've been telling you going to do a group home. And you tell them, I'm about to do a group home because Miss Myrrie going to lead the way. All right. Hey, Simply. Yes. Fire. Axe Outreach. Fire. Hey, that a girl. Fire. Oh, let a girl try. I said that a girl. Thank you so much. I'm interested in starting a group home for teen moms and don't know where to start. So any help you can give is greatly appreciated. Yes, she is a resource. Hey, Miss Quisha. Sunflower said, anybody need a CNA for their group home in the Houston area since we networking? I tell y'all all the time, network up in these messages. Y'all need to be meeting and connecting with each other. Yes. Sunflowers came out. I had a meet and greet in, was that in Texas? Yeah, that was in Houston. And Sunflowers came out and had drinks and we had some hors d'oeuvres and stuff, and we hung out and made a connection. It doesn't matter how you do it, when you do it, you got to meet people. You're going to have to network, you're going to have to connect. So if y'all networking within my comments, if y'all in my comments networking, so be it. Just do it, okay? Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Roa, love it. Yes. Hey, gas puppy. What is that? Gassed up. Oh, gassed up pythons. Got it. Okay. Hey, healthcare bae. Yes. Houston. Yes. That's where we met. All right. So I'm about to drop another one. Another one where people say, I ain't signed up for that. I did not sign up for that. I've been hearing a lot of people complaining over staffing. People having issues with high turnover rates, difficulty finding qualified staff. You know what I'm saying? Things that maintaining that staff, keeping them on. So guess what? Like I just told y'all about that guy. This guy has over $1 million group home, 16 people, assisted living. And his wife was like, I will never change a brief. I will never change or clean up anybody. Guess who just had to clean up somebody? His wife. And she was probably saying, I didn't sign up for this. But as a business owner, they own a business. So yes, if you need to get in there and get your elbows a little dirty, you gonna have to do that. You can't step back and say, I didn't sign up for this. My thing about it is, I always tell my people, I'm not gonna make you do anything that I would not do. So guess what? When I had that client that couldn't wipe his butt, that couldn't shower himself, that couldn't do those things, guess what I did as a leader? See, I don't want to be a boss. A boss wouldn't have went over there. A boss would have just told somebody, you better get it done. A leader, a servant leader at that, which is what I consider myself to be, I went over there and I took that man a shower and I cleaned his behind. Because that's what leaders do. I'm not going to make my people do anything that I wouldn't do, because I don't think that's fair. How can I say that I live by the golden rule? How can I say that I'm treating people the way I want to be treated, and then I'm telling my staff, I'm not doing that. That's what I pay you for. Some people do that. If that's how you want to run your business, if that's how you want to deal with people, that's on you. I'm telling you, me. I'm talking about me. This is my platform, so I'm sharing about me. I won't make my people do anything that I wouldn't do. And maybe that's why my people stay. Because I'm not going to make them, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make them do things. If I don't mop the floor, why am I going to make somebody else mop the floor? Like I said, you guys can run the business the way you want. And you might be out there saying, I didn't sign up for this. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to take care of people like that. You may be saying that. But guess what? As a business owner, as a leader, as a human being that respects other human beings, if your client is dirty, then clean them up. You know? So you gotta, people say, I ain't signed up for that. But maybe that's why you having staffing issues, because your staff don't see you doing the stuff you expect them to do. I don't know. So that's another thing that people be like, I ain't signed up for that. If y'all don't know, the subject today is, I ain't signed up for that. I just like saying that. Oh my gosh. Let me go back and read. All right. So Nurse Growth says, yes, staffing is huge. When I was the director of nursing, I had to run the facility and work on the floor as a nurse. Yes. Because there's some things you're as a leader, you're going to have to get in there and get, you're going to have to get in there. Now, I'm not going to say every single day I'm going in doing this, but I am the type of leader that will go in and work in my house. I'm the type of leader that will go in to a good employee and be like, you know what? It's Thanksgiving. Go be with your family. Because my family can be with me anywhere. My family, they know. It's more about quality to us than quantity. Some people's families, like, Thanksgiving is like huge to them. Some people's families, and they have to be at work. So guess what? To relieve that, and it's not like my employees is like, oh, I had to work Thanksgiving. No, they just be at work. So I just come over and be like, hey, you can go home. I'll finish your shift. And they still get paid. Because sometimes you got to do nice things like that to keep your people. And people respect you more. I know Realty. Hey. Krista doing her job. Hey. Hey, Natural Nikki. Let's see. My staff will love me because I am the one to jump right in and get started. Yes. And I feel like these day and times, people have to know that you in it too. Because, I don't know, people's brains are different since COVID. They really are. Hey, TRC Cleaning. So Baby Pierce said, how much do you suggest I need to start a behavioral health group home in North Carolina? Or do you think it would be best to get funding to start up? Yes, you should have some type of funding. It's always good now to use other people's money if you can afford to do that. I don't want to preach the message and people go out and get funding and you aren't able to make payments. So if you can afford to get funding, yes, get funding. But to start, I always say, how much, look, no, I'm going back to the people. How much do I say you need to have to get started? How much do I say you need to have access to? I'll rephrase it, to get started. Because I say baby period's new, y'all. Come on, we got to be baby period. She's new. So how much do I say you need access to get started? You see that, baby period? I always say access to. You don't have to have 100,000. And that may seem like a lot, but I say have access to it. And it may be over a time period. You may start with 25. And you know, I just say to be comfortable. If knowing what I went through and the things that I had to deal with, I would have been comfortable if I had access to 100,000. That could be 4 $25,000 credit cards. That could be an uncle that commits to use his credit cards if you get in a bind. That could be your grandma who dug holes in her backyard and put cans of money in it. And now she pulling it out to help her grandbaby start her business. Just have access to. Because it just makes it so much easier to get through stuff. And if things come up, you already have access. And I'm not saying everybody's going to have access to 100,000 because I get backlash for saying that. But if I could have did it differently, I would have had access to 100,000. So, all right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm going to start calling y'all MH Gang. All right, MH Gang. They be coming through for me. All right, so Healthcare Base said, I love the fact that you do that for your... Yes, I do. I do that for my employees. Because I really do care about my employees. I mean, I care about them at the point where I be fussing at them sometimes like they mama. Well, you in a new car. Can you afford them car payments? Why you go get that new car? Didn't I tell you to not? So I don't know. I care about them. I do. So yeah. So look, Krista in there, y'all. Read the messages Krista putting up there. So what's the T said? Can you have access in other people's money? It can be other people's money. I'm just saying have access to. So it could be a line of credit. Some people get a line of credit. Some people have credit cards that they use. Some have, other people. You might make an agreement with somebody to say, hey, I know you got good credit, Unc. You and Auntie, you've been at the Ford Motor Company for 32 years. I know y'all got good credit, so I'm about to start this business. Will you agree to be my money man? Just in case something come up or something break or whatever. Because the thing is, in a group home, you can't have like broken washing machines and, everything needs to be functioning. So if something happens, Uncle might just go get you, hey, I'll get you a home warranty and I'll cover if any appliances break. That might be a part of your 100,000. You get what I'm saying? So you just got to be creative. If you don't have access to that money, $100,000 in the bank, which a lot of us, when we start, we don't have that. You got to be creative. Okay? Yes. So Perry Boss Barber, hey, how you doing? Everybody Loves Chris said, do you think New Jersey is a good state to run a group home? Yes. If that's where you have to start, yes. It's wherever you have to start. Y'all probably like, why she laughing? If I could choose not to work on the East Coast, I would choose not to work on the coast. It's just because it's just stuff is higher and harder. All that, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, California, all of it is just harder. It's a little bit more difficult. But if you're used to living there and that's where you have to start, then start there. Hey, mother trucker. Yeah. What you giving me them eyeballs for, huh? What's the T said? That is the name of my rich uncle. Laugh out loud, Uncle Michael, a.k.a. Uncle Mike. That's what I'm saying. Use Uncle Mike. Hey, some of y'all might be sugar babies. Use it. Do what you gotta do. Oh my goodness. So the topic that we are covering tonight is I ain't signed up for that, okay? Mother Trucker said, I'm in Cali. I want to start one here. Okay. Like I said, start where you're at. If you want to do it in Cali, then do it in Cali. Because you live in Cali, you probably used to Cali stuff. I would not suggest somebody come from like Arizona or like Georgia and then go to a coast. But if you're already used to it and that's where you have to start, then start there. There's going to be challenges in any state you start a licensed group home. It's going to be challenges. You just got to be able to handle them. And that's why we're going over, I ain't signed up for that. So what do I do first? Well, if you don't know what the regulations are in California, you need to do that first. Pull the regulations and read up on what is required so you can figure out what type of home you want to do. That would be your first step. And then once you get the property or find the property, what is the next step? MH gang, come through for me. What is the next step? What is the first step once you find a property? Not buy it, not rent it, but find it. What's the first step? Yes, Nurse Gross is quick on the draw. Quick. She says zoning. Mother Trucker, zoning. Yes, you gotta check zoning. Don't be trying to run a group home and you have not checked zoning, okay? All right, so what's the CT said? Not sugar babies, Myrrie. Y'all know it's sugar babies out there. Look, other people's money. Use it. Get you a business going. Just make sure you get something in your name. Look. Yes, zoning and regulations. That's right. Big Deuce says sugar babies. Hey, I'm just being for real. Y'all know they out there. Sugar babies and sugar daddies and sugar mamas. Because some people be trying to think I'm going to be their sugar mama. Oh my gosh. Hey, B. Smith. So Mother Trucker says, how do I go about doing that? Checking zoning. You need to call the zoning department for whatever city you're in. And you need to ask them. You need to give them the address. And you need to say, is this home zone for this type of group home, whatever type of group home you're doing. Okay? So that's how, it's just as easy as that. Sometimes you might have to pay, you might have to do an application. It just depends on that city. Nurse Girl said, I laugh every week. Y'all know I'm a jokester. Yes, you can call City Hall, the zoning department, whatever it is in your city. You need to call them. Hey, B. Smith. All right, so let's look into what else people didn't sign up for. Oh, my gosh. I had a group home. I had some people that paid me for my premium package. My premium package, y'all. And those of you who follow me know how much my premium package is. They had me help them set up a group home. I trained them. I trained their team. I went through interviews. I helped them hire people. I did everything. Got the house license. They got their first client. First client, y'all. And when I say first client, I mean first client. But they first client was a doozy. Because we had him a couple of times before, and I knew he was a doozy. It wasn't even a whole day. It was like he came that evening. The next morning, they was calling us saying, can y'all come and pick this man up? And we was like, huh? That's your client. What do you mean? That's not our client. We can't come pick him up. They was like, this man is crazy. It was a SMI, severely mentally ill, group home. What type of clients did you think you was getting? So basically, they called me and said, we ain't signed up for this. Their client in a mental home. I'm not even making this up, y'all. I can't make this stuff up. Their client in a mental home, they called us and said, can y'all come and pick this client up? Because he crazy. Oh my God. Their first client. They sent that client back and they shut their home down. And I am not joking. I'm not joking. So basically, they told me, I ain't signed up for this. That was hilarious. But you know what? Our relationship is still great. I see them around. I see them at events. And our relationship is wonderful. Because guess what? I did everything I was supposed to do. I set up their home. I did their policies. I did their employee manuals. I put them through training. I brought their staff in. I trained their staff. I did Zooms. I showed them how to bill. I did everything I was supposed to do. But they didn't sign up for what they thought they signed up for. And I'm okay with that because they paid me and they paid me on time. I'm okay with that. I did a job. I got paid for it. But just know, with mental ill clients, they will experience crisis situations where they may be out of control at some point. Like literally, I've had people get up on the dining room table and take a dump. Guess what? You get some Lysol, some good cleaning. You clean it up. You make sure they clean. You call crisis. You have crisis come out and talk to them. They may go with crisis so their medication can be regulated, because something might be off. So they might be under observation for about 24 to 48 hours. Or crisis may say, there's nothing we can do, and leave them there. And you deal with it because that is what you signed up for. Oh my God. So just know, it may not be. Your houses may not be, because they would come into my house and they're like, gosh, your houses are so calm. They thought that this client was going to be like the people in my house. It don't work that way sometimes. Because when people come into my house, I set the tone with them. But I'm going to tell y'all, that guy was in one of my houses. He actually was in two of my houses. He went to one house twice, and then another house he went to one time. And all three times, out of control. I mean, we had him to a point where he was okay for about 90 days. Then after that, he had a big blow up. He had to go in a mental health hospital. So I'm saying, things like that, you got to be ready and prepared to deal with. Because if you're dealing with a mental health client, you're going to be dealing with some mental issues. And you can't be calling your mentor saying, can you come pick this person up? You get what I'm saying? They basically was saying, We didn't sign up for this. Somebody said, wait, let me go back. Let a girl try is cracking up. Yes, I am being dead serious. So always shocks me when people don't know what that means. And my thing is, this didn't happen quick. Like, we went over months of training with them. And they still had it in their mind, like, oh, our clients are going to be like Myrrie's clients. No, not always. Yes. Nurse Girl said they were just looking into the money aspects. That's why it didn't work. Exactly. And that's why, I mean, don't get me wrong. I got premium clients, and I think one of them's on here. So don't get me wrong. It's okay to pay for stuff. But then I have like people that don't want to be involved at all. They just want they want like my team to do everything. And they don't want to be involved. They're just like, okay, train my people, do this. And they don't want to be involved. And that's why I opened up my mentorship to the premium clients, because I'm like, I kind of want you to come into my mentorship and learn about this business you about to get into, because I don't want a bunch of incidents to where I help people get through this process and they don't have a home. And people are like, well, didn't Myrrie help you get a home? Oh, yeah, we closed it. That don't make sense. So I opened up now, like when you're a premium client, you get everything. So you can have my books, you can have my ebooks, you can have my course, you can come into the mentorship, and I suggest people come. So you get to have all of that. And so I love it when people actually do that. One of my premium clients, she even signed up. She's in California. She signed up to be a caregiver so she could learn the business while she's going through the process. Stuff like that, I love, because I'm like, you all in. So yeah, so I think they were just thinking about the money, and it can't really be that in this type of business. Let a Girl Try says, also the beginning of working with a mental client is hard because of all the changes, and they are already unstable, medication and attention. Yes, you have to win their trust. You have to be consistent. You have to win their trust, and it might take a couple of days. It might take a couple of weeks. It might take a couple of months. But once they trust you and they know that you really out for their good, they tend to calm down, because it's that trust thing. You know what I'm saying? It's that respect thing. They don't want to, you know what I mean? They don't want to, like, they're like, this person, when my family don't want to be around me, this person actually comes into work every day, you know, like my caregivers and my BHTs. They actually take us, you know, to work out. They actually do this. They take us to the show. So then that trust starts to build, and then they start to calm down, because it's respect. Yeah, but you can't get that the first day, the first day or two. You gotta win them over. So yeah. So a baby period said, which package would I have to get if I need help with policies and procedures in North Carolina? We do a la carte also, so you can just do policies and procedures. You would have to book a call, and then, we go over how that works. And then we actually have a person that you meet with. We meet together, because she needs to know, she writes your policies, but she needs to know like your mission. She writes your policies from your tone. You get what I'm saying? And like what you want to do. So it ain't just no generic. I don't do no generic stuff. I'm sorry. If you want like a press and play type, I don't do that. I actually customize the policies. And, people are like, girl, why you? Because I want the policies to fit who they're for. I don't want you to get in your survey and they like, well, who is this person? Whose home is this about? Which some of these people selling policies, that's what happens. So yeah, I do customized policies just for you and your home. All right. So that would just be a conversation, baby, period. You just need to book a call and we could just have a conversation on that. And the thing is, when you move on to another service, that call is taken off. So you end up getting a discount of whatever service of that call that you book. So just understand that. Okay. Hey, Audette, teacher, you're so delightful. You're welcome. Hey, King Roosevelt. Hey, Big Duke. Big Duke says they need a belt hanging over the mantle as a reminder. A belt hanging over them. I don't get that, Big Duke. What do you mean? You gonna have to explain that one to me. Is that one of them old sayings or something? Oh, Krista said, okay. So Krista sending a message to baby, period. So everybody loves Chris says, what's your premium package cost? Here y'all go, trying to get me out here in these streets naming prices. First of all, like I said, my premium package, I'm booked for the year. But, I did have a meeting with my team, and based on the few people we've hired, the extra people, we are taking 2 more premium clients, and that's it. 2 more, and that's it. And I don't think I'm doing it at all in 2024. So if you're interested in doing the premium package, and I'm gonna tell you, it's 50 grand. It's 50 grand, but you get everything to get you the licensure. So if you are interested in doing that, you can DM me premium package and we can get a call booked. Okay? Let a Girl Try says, can you also accept private paying clients in a house that government pays for? Yes, you can, depending on, like, I have a couple of homes that one insurance company will basically book my beds. They don't want anybody that is not from their insurance company in these homes. Okay? So if you get some deal going like that, no, you cannot. But like in my other homes, yes, you can have private pay people. You still got to keep up. Still the same regulations. It's just they're paying out of pocket. Okay? So yes, you can. Hey, Miss Bling. Let's see. So Nurse Doll Baby says, so I can pay for the services if you making Michigan policies from my home. I can pay for the service. Oh, so you saying you can pay for policies for, yes, you can pay for policies. Yes, ma'am. Just DM me on Nurse Doll Baby if you're interested in getting policies. Hey, Toy and 10. What's the tea? Myrrie is the real deal. That's my girl. Hey, Rashawn. Let's see. Any more questions? But God. It's Lisa for me. It's Lisa for me. Hey, so CJ Walker. Hey, CJ Walker. Hey, so do y'all want me to cover a couple of more points that people be saying, I ain't signed up for this? If you want me to cover a couple of more points, put a 2 in the comments. Put a 2. I'll do a couple of more. Put a 2 in the comments and share this. Share this live with 2 people. Put a 2 in the comments and share this live. If you don't want me to, it's okay. It's okay. It's 7:25. We good. It's Lisa. Oh, thank you. Oh, she put the pink hearts up in there too. Y'all know I like pink. Y'all know I like pink. Hey. So Derek said 2. Atlanta. Hey, Atlanta Culture. I like it that way, said 2. Prissy said 2. Miss Bling, are y'all sharing it with 2 people? Share this live out with 2 people. Put a 2 in the comments and share this live. B. Smith said 2. Krista says 2. Lisa for me says 2. Healthcare Bay said 2. Love Yourself 2017 said 2. Axe Outreach 18 said 2. Healthcare Bay. Hey, so okay. I'm gonna share a couple of more. Let me see. I got a lot. I put down a lot because I just wanted to make sure, I cover a few, but I'll give you guys. So, I'm gonna bring up a soft spot. Somebody, so I'll say it and then I'll give an example. Communication with families. That's a touchy one right there. Communication with families. It's a lot of people that be saying, I ain't signed up for this. But you got to deal with people's families. And I'm going to tell you guys, even like in assisted living and in mental health or whatever type of home you're doing, some of these people going to have family members. And a lot of times in mental health, if those people are dealing with mental health issues, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So we've ran into some situations. Oh my goodness. Like, okay, so one client that we had, I don't say names and stuff like that because, of HIPAA, but I'm giving you examples. One client we had, family member, she gave her card information to the family member. This young man ran up like $3,500 on a game. What game was that? Was it, what's the game box? What's the game box, y'all? I can't even think of the name right now. Where you can buy games on the, I can't even think of the doggone game. Oh my gosh. Yes. What's the T? The apple. You know what I'm saying? But on one of them game box, she gave, and we didn't know, she gave somebody her card number. And they went and put it in the game and ran up Xbox. That's what it was. Xbox. I can't even think of it. Ran up $3,500. And then she tried to say that my employees had stole her card and charged up her card. So it was a whole big old investigation. APS, which if you don't know is Adult Protective Services, they got involved. The family was saying it was my employees. Because I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of my clients don't look like me. My employees look like me. Not all of them, but I'm just saying, it's like the majority. The majority of my clients don't look like me. The majority of my employees do look like me, if you know what I'm saying. Which is, it's okay. But I'm saying, sometimes when you're dealing with families that aren't used to being around people that look like me, they be trying to find something or trying to find a reason. Oh, they doing all this stuff. Investigation happens. Come to find out, she had gave her number to somebody and they ran up a bill. But all this, the family members was attacking us, doing all this. And I was saying, I ain't signed up for this. You know what I'm saying? You bringing all this unnecessary attention to my business. And it wasn't even us. Because my employees don't get down like that. So you may get in situations, legal situations, because that could have been some horrible. $3,500, that's, I believe, is a felony. You get into situations like that because you dealing with families that are, and that don't happen all the time. A lot of the families like buy into it. They are very communicative with us. They, everything works out. But then you get these other family members that be trying to start stuff. So you don't sign up for it. that family member is not your client, well, I'll say this. If the person has a guardian and the guardian is a family member, that guardian is your client. So you have to deal with that guardian. I didn't say a power of attorney. I said a guardian. If that person has a guardian, that is your client. The person in the home is not your client. The guardian is your client. Do you get what I'm saying? So a lot of times you dealing with those situations where it's difficult, privacy concerns. We had family members call us and cuss us out because we would not give them information on their family member. But according to HIPAA, if you're not on their documentation, we cannot give you information on this client. So things like this happen. You didn't sign up for it, but you're going to have to deal with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do y'all, look, like Coach Kelly say, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Do you understand? You may not sign up for it. That person may not even be in your home. But because of the position they're in and because they're the family member or the guardian or whatever, you're going to have to deal with them. So that is a challenge that comes up in group homes. It ain't always just a person in front of you. It may be a person in a whole nother state they ain't never seen your group home, ain't never met you in person. All they on is on Zoom or on a phone, and you got to deal with them. So remember that. All right. So I know you mentioned you liking the behavioral health home you did with kids. Do you have any? I didn't sign up for this for that home. Oh, girl, I didn't sign up for none of that. With that kids home, I didn't sign up. Oh my gosh. Family members, yes, dealing with parents that they kid haven't lived with them and their minor has not lived with them in 5 years. But you got to deal with that parent who is also mentally unstable, but they regulating what's going on with that child. That I did not sign up for. And then the kids breaking stuff. Like one kid picked up my laptop and just slammed it on the ground, bam, and broke it. Then I go to the parents and it's like, you need to pay for my laptop. Oh, I'm not paying for that. He always breaking stuff. I ain't signed up for that. So things like that with that kid. Good question, Go Pretty Red. Things like that I did not sign up for. I did not sign up for the state surveyor that only normally comes out to my house once a year, coming to my house every week. Every week. And she literally told us while she was there, we be out with kids. We be out every day in homes, every single day, because any report you get on a minor, they have to go out. I ain't signed up for that. I signed up to see you once a year. Okay. I didn't sign up to see you every week. So yeah, it was a bunch of stuff with that kid's home. Look. That's why, you know what? I didn't sign up for it. That's why I won't do kids' homes. Because I ain't signed up for that. I'm like the person that called me. I ain't signed up for that. Good question. All right, so what she do? Done set the whole Instagram profile link. All right. So what's the T? Laugh out loud, not the apple, Myrrie. Yes. Okay. Xbox. All right. PS4. Yeah, PS4 is one of them. It was one of them mugs. Octavia. Hi. Hey, Reefa. Hey, Amina. Man. Freedom, peace of mind. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all see that? Freedom. Oh, I'm a believer in freedom, honey. Hey, Keon. Let's see. What's the T say? We get what you said, Miss Myrrie. Man, I ain't doing no kids' homes. No, not for me. Ask Outreach. If you are a guardian for your family, can the family member stay in the group home? No. No, they cannot. No one can spend the night in that group home except for the clients and the people that work there. So no, we do not allow that. So if they come into town, they need to stay somewhere else. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Hey, it's Britain. All right. So I am at the bottom. Oh, I owe you guys. No, that was two. That was two. I gave y'all the crisis, and I gave y'all the family after the two. And then let me see. I can't remember her name, but she gave me the second one, which was the kids home. So that was two. Hey, Miss Bling, does some of the clients go to work? Yes, we have had clients that were able to go to work. Yep. We've had clients that were like traders, very intelligent. We've had all kinds of clients. We've had wealthy clients that didn't have to work. We've had all kinds of clients. Hey, Kay. It's Britain. Hey, hello. So, yeah. But, hey, if y'all want me to give y'all one more, I'll give y'all one more. We could do one more. Or we could do, let me see. No. I told you I wrote down a lot. Let a Girl Try says, can you apply for government contracts with the type of licenses we have for our group home? We who? I don't know. I'm not sure what type of group home you have. Let a Girl Try. But you know that like Access or Medicaid, that's technically a contract with the government. So if you talking like other types of government contracts, yeah, you could probably do that in a group home. I'm actually exploring that right now with a young lady from Dallas. Yes. Hey, Wealthy King. Hi, Miss Dana. So, yeah. I am... Hey, Miss Sabrina. Y'all always come in on the back end after all the excitement is over. Octavia said, can you run an adult group home out of your New York City rental property? You are renting, or is it a rental property? Yes, if it's zoned right. You can run a group home out of any property if the zoning says you can. You have to check zoning. You can do an apartment building. You can do a mobile home. You could do any type of, property as long as zoning says that property is zoned for that type of group home. So yes. Hey, Curveball. So yeah, just make sure you check your zoning. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go over a couple of things. If y'all have any questions y'all want me to answer, you can put them in there. The subject today was, I ain't signed up for that. I did not sign up for that. I think we went over some great points on things that people, when they're getting into the group home business, they don't know that they are signing up for it, but they come back and say, I ain't signed up for that. So yeah, I just think it's important for people to be realistic, that sometimes there's things that come up in a group home that wasn't initially supposed to happen, but because you are a business owner, you have to bob and weave, you have to adapt, and you have to conform. Okay? So just know that nobody can teach you every single situation. Even in my premium package, I cannot teach you no matter how much training you get, you're not going to learn every single thing. I don't even know every single thing about group home, and I'm the group home queen. So yeah, you just have to be able to adapt. And that's in life and that's in business. In order to be successful, you're going to have to be able to move. Okay? All right. So I meant like I want to set up mental behavioral health home, and I have guardianship of family member with mental health illness. Can they become a client? It depends on what type of home and what the regulatory board says. Because I know there are some type of homes that you can take in your client, but then in some states and counties, they have it to where you can't have your family member in the home. So you have to check to see what the regulations are in your area pertaining to having a family member in your home. Okay? What's the tea, Myrrie? I have information on government contract. I need to speak to you. Okay. Girl, we gotta, is this the week? Is this our week? Or is it next week? I can't remember. No, I think it's next week. We met last week. She's in my mentorship class, y'all. I see. Oh, it is. Is it? I don't know. What's the tea? You be getting all excited. Get me all excited. Is it tomorrow? I think our call ain't till next week. So Let a Girl Try says, what role does the registered nurse play in the home? And can you charge more money if you are a registered nurse? Well, in most states, no, you cannot charge more. There are some states like Georgia where you can have a group home and then you can have a home care service that provides services to the people in the group home. So it's kind of like some states allow like double billing, some do not. Okay, so you need to figure out what services you can provide in your state and according to the type of home that you do. Now, I'm glad you brought that up because what I am working on now is curriculum to provide training to nurses, social workers, behavioral health professionals, nurse practitioners, people like that, so they can either function in their group home and know what they can do, or also they can help people that have group homes. Because people that have group homes need what they call professionals, which are the nurse practitioners, RNs, stuff like that, in their home, depending on what city or state you're in. So I am actually getting the curriculum together, me and my behavioral health professional, and we're going to provide a training on that subject so people can know, because people approach me all the time and they're like, well, I'm a licensed social worker. What role can I play? Or they ask me for job descriptions so they can know what to do. So we are actually coming up with the curriculum right now. So that will probably be offered not in September. My schedule is very tight. I believe it's the second Tuesday in October. I haven't even started marketing for it, but I'm glad you brought that question up. I haven't started marketing, but I will start marketing after the brunch is over. Remember, you guys, we have a brunch on August 26th. So if you're in the Arizona area and you want to participate in the brunch, I believe Krista has put the link in the comments. You can scroll, find the brunch link, or you can go to the link in my bio. I think it's a link in my bio too, where you can book the brunch. But yeah, because people need to know what is possible. There are nurse practitioners out there that don't even know that they can function within a group home to help a group home owner out or to own a group home themselves. So we will be providing that training. Hey, Wealthy King. Group home in Texas needs license. Some group homes, yes. There are group homes that don't have to have a license. It depends on what type of home you want to do. But Texas is one of the states that is lenient on group homes without licenses. But you need to know which one, and you need to know how many people you can have, because there are still regulations on group homes without a license. There are minimum regulations. Like, you still got to get a fire inspection. You still got to check zoning. And zoning will basically tell you how many people you can have in that home. Okay? I love your Aw. Well, I mean, y'all the MH gang. I got to tell y'all what's up, you know? I told y'all I'm going to start calling y'all that. I'm going to start hashtagging MH gang. Hey, Steve Davis. Oh, you're welcome, Axe Outreach. Oh, this is the week. Oh, that week be coming up quick. This is my mentorship week. Hey, if you guys are not in my mentorship program and you're interested, our mentorship call is tomorrow. So it's not too late for you to fill out an information form and for Krista to give you a call tomorrow. So make sure, if you're interested in doing the mentorship, that you fill that form out. I think Krista put a link in the comments. You can fill the form out. She can give you a call tomorrow. Fill out the application. Make sure we're a good fit, because like I tell y'all, everybody is not my client. I don't want everybody to be my client. Yes, second and fourth. We meet on the second and fourth Thursday, but time be flying by so fast, y'all. Dang, I guess so. Krista said it's tomorrow. It's this week. What's the T asking me? Yeah, look, Krista my assistant, so she know more than I do. Hey, Naughty Spines. Hey, Travanda. Naughty Spines. That's funny. Oh, there's the brunch link. Krista just posted that. If you're interested in attending the brunch, go ahead and click that link. Hey, PT Resilience. How you doing, sir? Hey, Quality Direct Care. Oh, Wealthy King, you're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you for stopping in. So if I'm correct, what's the T? The mentor call is tomorrow. The last one was June 27th. Okay. Oh, July. Okay. So Baby Period said, is it hard to open a behavioral health group home in North Carolina? Yes. It is a little bit harder in North Carolina. They trying to do like a monopoly on that industry. So it's a little bit harder. I'm not going to even lie to you. But anything is possible if that's what you want to do. But yes, it is harder, because the big business in North Carolina keeps the small people from having their own business. What they want you to do is to sign up underneath their license and work for them as a contractor. And that's what a lot of people do in North Carolina. So I'm just being honest. If you want to have your own group home organization, you just fight to do it. But yes, it is a little harder. So Naughty Spine says, is it difficult to open a group home in Cali? Don't I need RNs? No, not necessarily. And no, it's not difficult. You just have to be able to support that group home. You know, it's not difficult. You need to take the RCFE administrators class, and you just got to take the steps. So it's not like North Carolina. Look, I hate to say that, but in certain areas, they don't really want small businesses to open group homes. They just don't. And so they make it a little harder. Mississippi, you got to have like $100,000 in reserves just to open a group home. Like, you really got to have the money there, sitting there in reserves. So it's places that make it a little harder to do. Is it possible? Yes, anything is possible. I feel like it's just harder. Wealthy King says, we need coaching. What's your fees to help us get a group home started? Book a call, Wealthy King. Book a call. Because my fees is going to depend on what exactly you guys want. Okay? So if you book a call, we can go over the different options. I can see where you guys are at. We can go over all of that. And the price of the call comes off of whatever package you buy. So Huso. Hey, Huso. Hey, Travanda. PT Resilience said, hey. Krista's posting the link. If anybody's interested in the mentorship, she's posting the link in the comments. You can go in there, fill out that form, and then she'll call you and take you through the application process. So go Pretty Red says, do you think it's hard to do in Virginia? Girl, Virginia, every time somebody say Virginia, I want to dance. If you don't do one in Virginia, girl, you better do one in Virginia. Virginia's that's my sweet spot right there. Virginia is my sweet spot. You better do one in Virginia. I think somebody in here, one of my people from Virginia was in here. Rochelle Holmes just did one. And they just went through the process to get there. So yeah, Virginia's a good state to do one in. Let me know if you want a partner. No, just, y'all don't be in my DMs talk about, I want a partner. No. Let's see. Same question. Y'all not going to ask me about every state. Is it good to do one in the 50 states? If you want to do one in your state, do one in your state. Louisiana, it's going to depend on what type of home that you want to do. Because certain types of homes, they're not taking applications until 2025 in Louisiana. Texas is cool. Texas, you can do unlicensed, licensed. Texas is the wild, wild west. So yeah, Texas is good. But I'm not going to go through every state, y'all. Let a girl try said, in case someone in Georgia followed the dates I posted, I was wrong and posted the correct dates in the Facebook group. Yes, because Georgia has certain dates. You have to attend a meeting before you can move forward in the application process. So make sure y'all check that out. If you have not joined the Facebook group, make sure you go into the Group Home Millionaires Facebook group and join. And make sure you fill out every single question. People keep coming back. They decline me. Did you fill out all the questions? No. Then that's why you got declined. Be coachable, y'all. Fill out the questions. North Carolina is tough. Yes, Perry Boss. Yes, Perry Boss Barber. Yes, it is. But anything is possible. And you may want to go to a border state. I don't know. But it is difficult in North Carolina if you do not want to work under another organization. Miss Sabrina says, can you work under someone else's license? In some states you can. Yeah, in some states you actually can. You can be contracted under someone else's license. So, yeah. Color Africa. Wow. What you saying wow about? Is it the same in Florida? I just said I wasn't going through every state, y'all. Quit playing with me. Florida is fine. It depends on what type of group home you do. Florida is fine. Hey, Hank Moody. Hey, Kima. Y'all just need to pull the regulations in your state. Figure out what type of home you want to do and run with it. Okay? The program you offer, does it walk us through all the way until we get our license? Which program? My premium package? Yes. I do it for you. All the way till you get your license. But are you referring that is the package? Yes, I walk you through all the way through. My mentorships, it can walk you through depending on you. Because the mentorship, you're doing the work. I'm not doing it for you. You're doing the work. You're coming in. You're getting trained. You're asking questions. You're getting it done. I give them assignments. When we come back on, we do accountability to see if they got it done. But it's your responsibility. I'm just mentoring you. So, yeah. So it can get you there. It has gotten people there. I think it was somebody on here that I helped get licensed. So it can get you there, but the work is up to you. If you're someone that doesn't execute, it's not going to get you there. The premium package, if you someone that's not going to execute, I execute for you. But I just don't want you having a home that I help set up and then you shut it down after your first client. You know what I mean? All right. So who is this? Axe Outreach. What did I just say? Y'all not gonna have 50 states up on here. Ohio is fine. Ohio, yes. Ohio is a good state. Okay? Okay, nice. Thanks. Appreciate you. You are cool. Oh, I'm cool now. Oh my God. Yeah, Rochelle Holmes. That's somebody in Virginia. They already know. That's the sweet spot for me. Yes. Do you think it's best to get calls with you or purchase your book, and which book? It kind of just depends on you. Some people can read a book and get there. You know what I'm saying? My 90-day book, that is something that is a manual to help you get started. My How to Become a Millionaire Using Group Homes, that's a scaling book. So that's after you've already had the group home. I just wrote them. I wrote that one first because that's where I was at. I was scaling and I wanted to share with other people on how to scale. And then people kept coming up saying, but dang, you telling us how to get all this money. Tell us how to start. So then I went back and wrote How to Get Started Within 90 Days. So those are my two books. A call is going to answer specific questions. And then we're going to go over the packages at the end. So that's basically what the call is. So it depends on you. And then I do have a course that is for, it basically is videos telling people what to do to get started. So you can go either way. It's up to you. Or you can join the mentorship. The mentorship also, it trains you on stuff. And then you're able to ask any questions that you want to get you there. So, Shelly, it would depend on you. But I do have a plethora of things to help you. So, PT Resilience, stop playing, y'all. Oh, he didn't give me a state. He gave me a city. Houston is good. Miss Bling said, what's the pros in Virginia? Is the reimbursement more? The reimbursement is very good and the process is pretty seamless. Virginia is a very friendly state. They actually have people that are creating legislature because I guess it's near and dear to their hearts. The people that are policymakers and things like that have people in their family that, you know what I mean, need mental health services. So it just makes it very good. Now I'm gonna have the doggone gold rush to Virginia. Everybody gonna be running. I said I wasn't in Rochelle Holmes. We ain't sharing on no more lives. The secret of Virginia. Okay? Pennsylvania is rough, Hank Moody. Okay, but you can get it done. Pennsylvania, their problem to me, their issue is zoning. Their zoning is crazy. Like people going to court over zoning and all kind of stuff. It's just too much. But it's possible. It just takes more work. You know? If that's where you want to do it, you gotta deal with the hand that you're dealt. You know? In some states, you don't even need a license. Texas, you can open an unlicensed. I could say, dang, it was hard in Arizona because I had to apply for a license for every single home I have. I had to go through the process for every single home. Was it hard? Yes, but it's possible. So, yeah, you can do it. Shelly says, I'm in Arizona. Where would I get basic info about the legal processes? What legal processes? Like to get licensed? You need to go to Arizona Department of Health Services. And that'll give you all the regulations and all of that on how to get licensed. All right. So Melina, hey Coach Woodson. Let's see. The Coach Wilson said, can't wait to get started with your mentorship. Had a great call with your team. Awesome. Good. Yes, it's important to book calls because you get the information that you're looking for, and then also you get to know about all of, you get to ask all the questions about our packages and learn what we're about. As soon as you said that, they all said, what about me? Yes, I know. Let a Girl Try said, I literally have asked you all the questions I came up with after last Winning Wednesday. Well, awesome. I am so glad that I was able to answer them for you. Hey, Sunshine. Yes, ma'am. I was speaking of the mentorship. I want to do the work, but will need guidance. Yes, then join the mentorship. And if you have additional questions or you want to do like a one-on-one call, I have my 1-hour coaching calls. I think they're booked out a couple of weeks because somebody sent me a nasty text that they needed to see me. They needed to talk to me today. And I was like, well, I'm sorry. Look, so yeah, you got to book a call. So yeah, you can either fill out the job form. Krista will give you a call tomorrow. You can be on the mentorship call as soon as tomorrow night, or you can book a call a couple of weeks out. We can go over the information and you can do it that way. So it's up to you guys. No pressure from me. Ax Outreach said, I tried to delete that comment. Yeah, because I said stop asking. Let's see. What is the best type of group home to open? I can't tell you that because that's going to depend on you, your situation, what state you're in, what the regulations are on the different homes. That's going to depend on a lot of factors. So I can't answer that for you. The best home for me was mental health. That might not be good for you. Kids, I would never do. I did it. I would never do it. That might be your passion. So I can't answer what's going to be the best home for you because all those different factors, your environment, your mentality, your funds, all of that's going to factor into that. Naughty spines. So I cannot answer that for you. Yes, go Pretty Red. Yes, very encouraging. Hey, honeybees. Trevonda says, can you tell what you mean by different group homes? There's so many. There's so many type of group homes. There's assisted living that deals with adult, elderly. There's also assisted living memory care that deals with people that are Alzheimer's. Or have memory problems. There's behavioral health. Within my behavioral health, I do SMI behavioral health, which is severely mentally ill. Within my behavioral health home, I have personal care. I have general behavioral health. I have sex offender behavioral health. I have all women's behavioral health. I have all men's behavioral health home. So there's so many types of group home, even within a type of group home. There's different niches. So there's so many that I can't even tell you. There's brain trauma. I know this because I was talking to somebody who has a brain trauma group home. They only deal with clients with brain trauma. There's veteran group homes. There's veteran group homes with PTSD. There's sober living homes. There's so many different types of home. So that's why I say that. For mentorship tomorrow, okay? Are your eyebrows what the heck? Let a Girl Try said, are your eyebrows microbladed? It's literally perfect every day. Look. Yes. Yes, they are with the ombre, baby. You are like the third person this week that asked me about my eyebrows. And I'm going to tell y'all, you supposed to go get these things done like every 12 to 18 months, I think. I think it's every 12 to 18 months. You supposed to get these done. It's been 2 years. I'm too scared to go back because they're so dark when I do them that I got to stay in the house for like a couple of weeks. So yeah, they are microbladed. That's funny that you noticed that because they're old. Hey, hey, dear. Hey, A-Line. Virginia, here I come. Perry Boss Barber said, Virginia, here I come. Y'all don't be doing the gold rush to Virginia. People gonna be running to Virginia to open a group home like they was doing Arizona. I mean the zoning I'm in Chandler. You would have to check the zoning on your specific property. So you have to call Chandler zoning department or city hall or whatever handles. I can't even remember in Chandler. You need to call them and ask them, is whatever property, give them the address and ask them, is it zoned for that type of home, whatever type of home you're trying to do. Oh my God, it's after 8 o'clock, y'all. I've been on here 2 hours. Start with LLC or nonprofit. It's up to you. You have to, that's up to you and your tax preparer. I do not give legal advice. So it just depends on how you want to go. Okay. My personal business is an LLC, but I also do have a nonprofit that has nothing to do with my group homes. Okay. So that's going to be up to you. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Shelly. So how do you get the adults to pay that much monthly? What adults? Are you trying to do an assisted living or what are you trying to do? Because you would just tell people what your price is and they would pay it. Now me, I go through Medicaid. So I actually am, whatever the fee for service rate is, that's what I get paid. And so it ends up being about $7,100 a bed. Hey, Boat the Goat. Or with the insurance cover part and they cover the other part. If you're doing elderly, the insurance is only going to cover a little bit. Me, I do mental health. And so the insurance covers all of my residential service and the client pays the room and board, which is up to 30% of their income. So, hey, the Christopher Williams. Naughty Spine said, do you require medical staff? I do have a couple of nurses on staff. You may need a nurse to come in and do assessments. They don't have to be on staff. They can be contracted. And then also you may have to have a nurse to do injections, or they can go to the clinic and get it done. But yeah, I actually have a quality management nurse because I have multiple homes and I have another nurse. Somebody, she's still on the eyebrows. They look good. Healthcare Bay done joined in now. Now you're going to have everybody looking at my eyebrows. Chelsea, hey, Chelsea. Hey, TJ Mickens. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. People still coming in. Shelly says the mentally ill adults. I was in a group home before, and I would love to get back. Yeah, the mentally ill adults. That is what I do. I do 18 and up. Just adults. And make a difference. And it's a good income, you know? Hey, Scat Daddle. So Trevonda says, where do you market to get clients? All right. Where do you market to get clients? You need to market to social workers. You need to market to discharge coordinators at hospitals, at crisis centers. You need to market everywhere. I've had clients come to me round the way. Nobody to even do with healthcare and ended up referring me a client, and the client ended up being in my home. So you just need to market your home. But specifically like mental health hospitals, if you're doing mental health clients, if you're doing elderly, market to nursing homes. You may think that's kind of weird because you think you're not their competition. You need to actually show up to open houses and stuff like that in nursing homes and let people know what you do. Okay? And don't be like, be nice. BOYBB. Be on your best behavior. And just be nice to people. Get on the list at hospitals so you can be in their lunch and learns. You can network with other people in the healthcare business. So you need to do all of that. I'm located in Arizona. Miss Bling says, do they pay room and board every month? Yes. Yes, they do. If they have an income, they are required to pay room and board because the insurances they don't cover that. And so whoever has an income, regardless of what that income is, we can charge up to 30% of their income for room and board. So Shelly says, does your 90-day book be able to help me open a mental health group home with adults, same as you in Arizona, and do mental health adults? It's really for any group home. It's generalized. It does go over different types of group home in that book, but yes, it can assist you. Hey, Sokoto. What's the T says, I will have my makeup done tomorrow on Zoom in honor for Myrrie Prowse. Y'all get on my nerves. What's the T? You a fool. She talking about she gonna have her makeup done. So you gonna be off tomorrow? You gonna be off? My people be working, y'all. Get it through Medicaid. Get it through Medicaid. I missed it. No, we don't get the room and board through Medicaid. We get the room and board from the actual clients. Medicaid pays for the residential services, which is the bulk of it. And then the client pays room and board. All right. Okay, y'all. It is 8:12. All right. We had a good night. This was a really good discussion. Very good questions. I really enjoyed myself. Just to let you guys know, the brunch is August 26th. If you are, I think somebody here said they were in Chandler. If you're in the Arizona area or you plan to come to Arizona, make sure you come out and attend the brunch. Anybody that does book VIP, you do get time with me after the brunch. So just know you do get some one-on-one time with me. And then we also have links in the comments. If you guys are interested in booking a call, go to my bio. Also, my mentorship, the next class is tomorrow night. And I think that's it, you guys. But this was a great discussion about, I ain't signed up for that. All right. It was fun. So fun. Great questions. Great fun. Talking about my eyebrows. Oh my gosh. I enjoyed you guys, MH Gang. I really enjoyed you guys tonight. You guys showed out, showed up. Hey, Snow Child. I'm about to leave out now. But you know, look, y'all know what I always say. What do I always say when I end the call? Come on, type it in there. Give me one more. Give me one more, MH Gang. What do I always say? Ooh, Miss Bling gave me a pink heart. Y'all know I like pink. Y'all know I like pink. Oh, you're welcome. Love yourself. You are so welcome. Go Pretty Red. Miss Bling said BOYBB. Yes, be on your best behavior. Let a girl try gave me pink hearts too. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Healthcare Bay. All right, you guys. Y'all have a good night. Until next Wednesday. As I always say, be a blessing to someone else. Good night.